Hey, greetings and salutations. You got a 97 through 01 Jeep Cherokee Sport Classic or Town and Country, and the back portion of the center console is floppy, just totally unsupported, just flopping all over the place. Well, what I have here in this here box is going to fix that. Let me show you. Greetings and salutations. What you see before you today is the center console out of my 98 Jeep Cherokee XJ. And this is the type of center console that you'd find in a 1997 to 2001 Jeep XJ. And what all these center consoles have in common is a failure point. That failure point is back here. On the inside of the center console storage compartment, there's a couple of screws down here in the bottom and you'd remove, along with a couple of screws under these plates here for the shifter and forward drive shifter, to remove this out of the car. You can also take the storage compartment out of the center console to see if this is the case, and if you're experiencing this is going to be the case for you. But the back end of this will be unsupported and wobble back and forth pretty freely. Now, like most cars of that era, and current cars, by the way, everything's made out of plastic, and there's no exception to the stuff that's inside of here. Now, underneath this, there's also the ductwork that runs from the HVAC under the dash, and it pipes air underneath this to a couple of vents in the back here. So you might not be able to see the support structure that supports the back of this. But once you take all that stuff off and you pull this center console off, you'll find this piece of plastic, and you'll probably find it in the same condition I found mine, broken into about 5 different pieces. Right? This is just plastic, and you can see I used epoxy to glue everything back together, but epoxy is no match to an autistic child, and it's no match for any children, especially 3 in the back seat. So this completely failed. It worked for a little while, but after the kids got a hold of it, it just failed miserably. And these no longer are being produced. Imagine that. Fortunately, the aftermarket has you covered. It's this little piece of kit right here, made of, looks like 14 gauge. And it has the mount points for your center console attachment point here at the back, and these are the mount points that mount to your drive shaft tunnel. So I've seen so you can get this on eBay. You can get, I believe there's a seller on Amazon. In fact, to check the link in the description, and I'll put a link to the Amazon seller. That way, if you need one of these and you want to purchase one, the channel can earn a little bit of commission, and that goes a long ways to help keep the channel going. So thank you if you can afford to do that. If you can't, probably related. But I'm going to put this in. It's pretty simple. It's basically the same footprint as this one, and you don't ever have to worry about this garbage ever again. In fact, I'm going to file this right now. I missed by this much. I'll take care of that later. Let's go put it in. Alright. So this gets finagled through here and shoved into the ductwork. Like that. This way. That's how it goes. My bad. There we go. It only goes one way. didn't come with instructions, so I can't tell you. Look at the other side. My bad, you gotta put the thing on first and then this goes in after the fact. Like that. Yeah. So I shall get myself some screws and screw it in. To make it easier to install, I removed the lid and the insert and both the bezels for the shifters, so this can slide in a little bit easier and get your connections. The other thing you want to do is lock your e-brake, get your key, put it in neutral. Let me go get the key, put it in neutral. It also might be a good idea to chalk a wheel. I can't find my chalk right now. Just a brake. Okay. And then put the transfer case in any of the aforementioned selectors other than 2-wheel high. And then you want to also pull the shifter, you just grab a hold of it and yank hard. And now you should have enough room to get everything into place. Now there's a fastener here inside the shifter where the shifter bezel goes, and then there's another screw that goes in here where the 4x4 lever is. You want to make sure that your illumination wires are accessible and available, otherwise you'll be doing it again. And then before you tighten those down tight, drop your insert in and make sure your holes line up for that. And then you can put the lid back on and put the bezels back on, put the shifter back on, and your job here is done. Yay. And I decided to start raining. Be back after the rain comes. Woo, that's cold. Well, you know, the rain cooled the temperature down a little bit. And then it stopped and the sun came out, and now it feels like, you know, feels like you're living in someone's armpit right now. Anyway, where was I? Oh, there's a screw. There's a screw. I have to use 2 hands for this one. Okay. I'm gonna get in for this. Okay. There it is. Line those holes up down there. Where's the other one? There it is. Okay. Again with the 2 hands. Hey, screw, 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 screw. And then 2 screws here, the lid screws here. And then once everything's together, then you can tighten things down. Look at that. Nice and sturdy. Let me clean this up. I'll be right back. Okay. Next thing I do is replace the seatbelt serve. I just got that sill plate cover, whatever you want to call that. I got that just it's not screwed down or anything. It's easy to get off, and it's a lot easier to put that stuff in now before the seat goes in. So I'm going to take that one off, this one off, and put the seat belts back in. You can't get this wrong if you can read, because each seat belt is labeled right and left. So I'm not going to show you how to do it. It's pretty self-explanatory. 2 anchor points down here, 1 right there. All right, seat belts are in. Next, put the seats in. Next is going to be the door panels. Before I put the front door panels in, I need to fix that wiring harness. So this video is getting a little bit long, so I think I'll end this one here. And before like I said, before I put the door panels in, I want to get I have to get the wiring harness back in. Before I finish out the door panels, I also want to make sure that I can get the door locks working again. That would be nice if I could get the door locks working again. We'll see. We'll see. And of course, my dash has got to go back together. That'll be its own video, the instrument cluster, and probably these wiring harnesses will be their own video too. So stay tuned for those. In the meantime, if you want to help a brother out and you shop on Amazon, I am an Amazon affiliate. I'd appreciate if you go to the link in the description. You can do all your Amazon shopping through those links if those links don't interest you. If you want to throw me a couple of bucks, there's PayPal. If you want to support the channel on monthly, there's Patreon. All those links down in the description. Check those out if that's something you're interested in doing, you can afford to do. Thank you in advance. If you can't, like I said before, we're probably cousins. If you haven't clicked the subscribe button yet, go ahead and do that. So that you can be notified of the next upload. And got anything to say, comment down there in the doobly-doo and give me your 2 cents. Like, share, all the things, and until next time, you have fun, stay safe, shoot straight, keep powder dry, have a splendid day. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Goodbye.